do you feel? I mean, can you feel good about walking away from a fight like that you know everybody loves?
I mean, it was consolation. You know, it's. I mean, I love to be in fights like that. I want to be like I say. I mean, I'm getting on in my career now, and I just want to be remembered for like just the guy who comes to fight and just has really exciting fights. I feel like I'm one of those fighters. I'm bored if I haven't chucked a punch in 2 seconds. Do you know what I mean? So I think that makes for good viewing. How I want to be remembered, how I want to fight every fight, and obviously I want to win. But getting in those sort of wars and stuff, and getting the bonus afterwards. I'm still gutted that I lost. But it's nice it sort of softens the blow a little bit, shall we say.
Yeah, no doubt. 5 months, was that a conscious decision to maybe kind of rest up and heal up, or is this just the way the schedule worked out?
No, just the way the schedule worked out. I just, I needed a little bit of time just to let my face heal. It had some nasty elbows. But no, just like, and then this was the first opportunity that I got. And I mean, to be fair, for me, 5 months is that's a fast turnaround. You know what I mean? I was chuffed.
That's funny. So you said you get the fight. Obviously, it's this young kid with all this hype. Yeah. I mean, obviously an exciting fighter. I mean, what did you think when this was the name that they gave you?
Yeah, I mean, it's straight away. I just thought, brilliant. That's great work from the matchmakers. I thought Sean Shelby's done well there. I think this makes to be an exciting fight. He's got a lot of hype behind him. He's doing really well. I was like on a good run. Obviously got beat off Cheeto, but I think another win over Yanez just puts me right back up there to start challenging for those top 15 spots.
Yeah. What do you think when you break down Yanez? As we said, he does have a lot of hype, but we haven't seen a ton of him. I mean, do you think the hype is real, or do you think, hey, people are kind of anointing this kid a little too soon?
I mean, no. I mean, I think he deserves it. He's obviously coming off 3 knockouts and up by 4 if you count the Contender Series as well. So yeah, credit where it's due. You know, he comes to fight. He's got some really good striking abilities, and it just makes for a brilliant, exciting fight. And so, like, as far as the hype goes, I think he's earned it.
Yeah. So when you go into, because on paper, considering the fight you just had and how you fight and the way he fights, it looks like it's going to be another crazy absolute war.
Yeah.
Can you go in there thinking that, or do you have to go into the mindset like, no, I'm going to dominate this guy and he's not going to touch me?
See, my mindset is always expect a war. I'm always expecting a war, and anything less is just a bonus. Do you know what I mean? But you've got to be going in there prepared to get right involved in the nitty-gritty of things. So, yeah, I'm expecting that big, hard war. And then if I go and knock him out in the first round, then brilliant, you know?
Yeah. What is the plan moving forward? As you said, I mean, you win this. I think you will get a lot of hype back on your name again from taking out the prospect. So what's the plan moving forward?
I mean, yeah, that's it. I mean, hopefully go and get the knockout. That's what I'm always going for. And then looking towards fighting again. I think they booked one in London for March, so that would be fantastic. You know, then that means I can just sort of ease into training over Christmas, hit camp hard after Christmas, and then I want to be knocking on the door. I want one of them top 15 spots, and then top 10, and like that's what I'm looking for. And I think if I go and get the win over Yanez, I think I'll have earned that.
Nice. Have you already figured out where you're going to spend the $50,000 on? Because I mean, it looks like it's going to be another one of those.
No, not yet. My wife probably has, but I haven't yet.
I guess last thing for me, I mean, do you think it's going to be that fight? I mean, just on paper, it just looks like it's going to be that kind of fight. I mean, is that what you're expecting here?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be that sort of fight. You know, we're both coming. I mean, it's got the potential for being an absolute barn burner. But either of us land on the chin, and it could be an early night for any of us. You know, like in all honesty, it's a one of those type fights.
Hey, Davey.
Hi.
So you and Cheeto are now 1-1.
Yeah.
Do you want that trilogy down the line?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. You know, like I mean, both fights were pretty good. Both fights were pretty exciting. Obviously, one went his way, one went my way, and he's getting better. And I mean, look at the hype he's getting now. I mean, he just beat Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar is an absolute legend of the sport. He's ranked so high now. So if I can use the fact that we're 1-1 to get one of those ranking, like higher ranking fights, then definitely. But also just for my own personal confidence, or do you know what I mean? Just because he's beat me the last time, I want to go and get that back, you know? And it's 1-1, we're sort of drawn there, do you know what I mean? So yeah, the trilogy fight would be great. So I mean, obviously I don't think I deserve it just yet. It just wouldn't make sense for him. It would make a lot of sense for me. It would be great on my part, but I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? I've got to go and get a couple of good wins and then try and work my way up to even ask him for that fight back. So that's definitely like in my mind.
And then this year is your most active year since 2012.
Yeah.
I guess kind of explain that, and I guess how excited you've been to be active and fought 3 times this year.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it is. It's fantastic. This is how I wanted my career to go. Unfortunately, it hasn't been the case. There's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of layoffs, which isn't ideal. You know, like you want to get that momentum going and keep fighting and keep getting paid. It's great to be finally getting the type of fights and the type of runs together. What I knew that I sort of earned. Like I feel like I'm starting to fulfil sort of my potential, not just bits here and there. And the more I fight, the more comfortable I get, and then I feel like the more dangerous I get too.
And then I guess just talk about training at a syndicate this time around. Was this your first time at syndicate, or have you been there multiple times?
No, this was my first time. I heard some good things about the gym. Knew some guys who trained there already. Obviously, nice to get used to like the Vegas weather and the dryness, and like I feel like I'm really acclimatized this time. And been getting some work in with some top guys, and John Woody he's one of the best coaches I've ever worked with. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Would you go back there?
Yeah, 100%.
Thank you.
No worries, thanks. Thanks very much. Cheers, thanks guys.